Nabu, not no gates. Yeah, them NFTs cost baguettes. Yeah, my diamond head 24 karat. Buy it when it's low, then you sell it off. In the marketplace, we on digital. Brand new NFT, this ain't physical. Need at least 100, that's the minimum. Flip, yeah, I'm out the bigger the brick, yeah. We on the blockchain, look at my wallet is lit, yeah. Money legit, yeah. I just made triple my rent, yeah. Gotta flip, yeah, you rich, yeah. I got 100 NFTs on my phone. Pineapple, the juice, double cup, styrofoam. Really? I don't see no man, I get bread when I'm on. Don't care what they say, cause they pockets dead wrong. I just made a flip, yeah, flip, yeah. I just made a flip, yeah, rich, yeah, rich, yeah. Now we crypto rich, yeah, sick, yeah. Haters, they so sick, yeah, flip, yeah. Make that money flip, yeah.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Strange Vault live stream where we go over paranormal videos. And it's not an NFT related live stream like you'll usually see on my channel. This one is not going to be NFT related at all, but we are going to be checking out some UFO videos, some paranormal activity, people with superpowers, all kinds of crazy stuff. And my co-host Dr. Strange just got a new setup over there with his camera. I mean, he's here and I was talking to him. He's just invisible today. Are you there, Dr. Strange?
I don't know. Am I here?
I mean, your voice is here.
Oh, snap. And that means I'm here, baby.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. It's a whole new microphone thing going on. New camera stuff. I don't know what's going on. I might hop off and hop on through my phone just so I can get on camera.
Yeah, however you want to do it. I mean, it's kind of crazy. We're doing a show a little bit about superpowers, and now we got an invisible person on the live stream co-hosting. That's what's up.
Man, you know I got all types of magic tricks and powers and spell books and enchanted necklaces.
Absolutely, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Shout out to all the homies in the chat hanging out with us for Strange Vault. Appreciate you guys. What's up, Poka Pokey, Bruined 88? Tomiski's got the Dan Crothers icon going. Let's go. What's up, Backdoor Kicks? Let's go. I hope you guys like paranormal videos. We're going to be checking out some of the new UFO videos that are going around the internet right now, the ones that came out just this week. Denny C is here. He says, ahoy, ahoy, that poster drop pulled a Kaiser Sose. Ooh, he said a Kaiser Sose today, eh? Proof disappeared. Yeah, it's gone. I don't know what's going on. That was like our first mystery to solve of the day. That was today's VB drop. For some reason, they completely canceled it, but they did put out a tweet saying that it was rescheduled for tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Man, Dr. Strange, was you going for it? Was you like surprised at what was happening over there?
Oh yeah, I went for it. It was wild. It was definitely wild.
It was definitely wild. There's actually some people who waited that timer out and were able to mint those, and there was like 17 that actually got minted, although they haven't got delivered yet. We're not 100% sure if they'll go through, but I've talked to a couple of the people who did it, and it seemed like it went through. I might have to fix your screen here in a second. What's up, Dub Dollar? What's up, Alejandro? Jeff's in the house. Big A is in the house. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. What's up, Carlos Castro? Just checked out Omi and BB, and not much has changed. Yeah, welcome back. What's up, G Metal C Spill? Man, you might want to check out McFarlane Toys. They're doing some big stuff. I was just checking out and listening to their AMA today. It was pretty exciting stuff. There he is. All right.
Yes,
let me go ahead and fix your camera real quick, and then we'll get into our first videos. A lot of people are saying these days that everybody has cameras and mobile phones and video cameras right at their disposal, so you would think if there were so many UFOs as people claim that we would see more proof. And the fact is, you see more proof, it's just hard to find. There's a lot of fake stuff out there, and we're going to show you some newer UFO videos that have been coming around the internet and just happened in the last couple of days. The first one is this Miami one, and apparently this guy acts like this happens all the time. Hopefully you'll be able to hear the audio on it because he talks about it as it's happening, but it's pretty convincing. I don't know if convincing is the word, but it's a pretty good UFO video. We'll call it that. So let's get it started on Strange Vault today with our first UFO video.
Look. Y'all thought I was playing. I know y'all see those lights. Look at them. Not them little ones because my little mirror thing scratched up. I know you see those right there, floating. Oh my, bruh, this every day out here, or every night, but still, look at that. Bruh, this really in Miami, I'm not playing. Look, the airport is right over here. That's the airport. You know what I mean? It always got little lights and stuff, you know, it's probably airplanes. But over here, this ain't the airport. Look at that. And them clouds not even moving. How the whole cloud not gonna move? It's just sitting there at nighttime. It's crazy. Look, ain't no other cloud. All right, look.
It's pretty crazy. Let's watch the very beginning.
Look, y'all thought I was playing. I know y'all see those lights.
So it starts moving.
Look at them.
It's
Not
like,
the little ones because
like
my little mirror thing
when it
scratched
takes
up.
off.
I know you see those right there, floating. Oh my.
And his reaction too. Plus, he says he sees them all the time, like every day over there in Miami. It is right there by the ocean, so I'm not surprised that Miami's a hot spot for UFOs. Shout out to Fro. Comey's in the chat. What's up, Fro? And yeah, this one was pretty convincing to me. It just came out, let's see, yesterday. This was just videotaped yesterday, and he acts like he sees them all the time. Another one that just came out, and this one's really weird. I mean, maybe this is something else, and maybe you guys can figure out what it is. I don't think it's editing, but just the number of them. Is it like maybe bullets, somebody under attack or something? This is another video that came out. I should be able to tell you where it's from. I saw a couple of these videos posted, and it said where it's from, but I can't remember. I think it's Europe. So it's all these triangle-looking things, but there's like tons and tons of them, so...
Well, what this is supposed to be actually is the orb you see in the middle is probably just the propulsion system of the bigger craft. And actually, this is anti-aircraft artillery being used on a UFO. It has a shield on it.
Dang, it does kind of look like that. I see that flashing light in the top right too. Oh, because some of them are blowing up over there.
Right.
So Dr. Strange just said there's a craft right there, and they're kind of trying to shoot it down. Yeah. And it's got a force field or a shield or something. You see all the bullets they're flying at it. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild.
Right, and then it just blanks out. And the person that filmed it, they knew to kind of be looking out for it.
Hey, you might have to leave Zoom with one of your devices because I think I got double audio on you.
Okay, gotcha. Let me see.
And our theme for today, when we're going to get to it here in a little bit, I do want to show you guys some of the newer UFO videos that are going around, but our theme for today's stream is going to be about humans with superpowers. We're going to be getting to that really soon. There's really some interesting stuff, some interesting videos that people probably don't know exist or out there and are really hard to explain. But before we get into that, I want to talk about some maybe unexplainable creatures and some strange creatures. I know we looked at the chicken monkey last time, and Ronnie Lido had an explanation for it. We looked it up, and it made sense, but I want to hear what the trick is on this one. It seems like, to me, it's a real creature, and the real question is, what is it? All right, let's check it out. I mean, that's alive. It ain't a trick. It's got some feathers on the bottom. Is that a real creature? I never see one of those in my zoo. And look at his face. I don't know. This one's a strange look on. What's up, Roger? Appreciate you, bro.
Back door. I had to bring you something crazy.
Yeah. This is wild. And I mean, it's not like something they can fake because you can tell by the movement. It's a real creature. What is it?
Am I still doubled or how I sound now?
I think you're fine now. I can actually mute your other one anyway. Boom. So
appreciate you growing up. Appreciate you. Yeah, I hear the other one.
Yep, that's what I did. I just muted. Oh no, and then I lost you when I did that. I can fix that. Maybe.
I'm still here, but not there.
I got you. 1 second. Boom. Now you're back. Let's go. We're ready now. All right. So that's one unexplainable creature, and another unexplainable creature that I want to show you guys. This one's a little sad, and this is the one that I talked about last week. So this creature has, I mean, I don't even want to call it a creature. Maybe it's a medical condition. But as I was talking about it last time, it was this alien baby, and I'm pretty sure that video was in the Amazon. It was like 10 years ago. I found another video of the exact same type of baby. So is it a medical condition? I don't know. It's sad if it is, but like I never saw any update of what happened to that child.
Recordings just got better.
So is it a medical condition, or are these like alien babies and then they cover it up? So you're going to see what they look like. And this is a lot like what the other baby I saw looked like too, with the eyes especially. The eyes are exactly the same. So I don't know if this is, you think they're faking this, or is this some weird health condition? What do you think, Doc Strange?
I think that's an alien hybrid of some sort or something. I don't think that's a medical condition. If it was, why is it only popping up in these third world type of countries where people don't have the resources to be faking stuff? They ain't getting no money out of making this video. I mean, and what are, like, I think people in Hollywood would pay to be able to pull off these types of effects. I mean, I'm wilding out. I'm seeing flies laying on the baby eyes. What is going on here in this universe? Why is it mad raw skin? It's a lot of ham and bologna on the screen and pepperonis. Bro, I'm getting grossed out. I just ate, man.
I know, that's why I say this was kind of a sad video. And like I said, the thing about this, the crazy part about this video is that I seen this exact same thing in the other side of the world on a video 10 years ago. And the crazy part is I can't find that video. And I'm almost certain I know that the title of the video was Alien Baby in the Amazon.
Yeah.
And I can't find it anywhere.
You know what's wild, though, about that video, bro? Yeah, we saw it 10 years ago, but do you remember how, like, it had the video timestamp on it, and you could tell it was recorded with video, and it was actually years before we were even seeing it? I don't know if you remember the timestamp, but it was like 90-something.
Yeah, it was like impossible to edit because it was so old. They didn't even have that type of editing skills back then, so, I mean, whew. And if I wanted to see another baby with the same thing, I don't know, it could be a medical condition. Is it an undiscovered medical condition? I feel like the scientists would be able to give us an explanation by now. So I don't know, that stuff is crazy to me, especially since I've seen it multiple times. But what we really wanted to get into today is people with superhuman powers. And you've probably seen some videos in the past of people teleporting. And it's crazy. If you look into them, you're going to see several of them today. And it's almost like it's the same person. You'll see he's always wearing a hoodie. And the same kind of stuff always happens when he teleports. So on the first one here, this video was taken in an unknown location. That's the dude right there. So, I mean, I don't know. This one, it's like, never really got an explanation.
And again, this came out, don't get me wrong, CGI was around, but we didn't have the programs we got today to pull this off. I mean, definitely could be fake, though. You know what I mean? I mean, there are some suspect edits in here that I've noticed. So right here's one. Well, actually, before that, when they moved the camera down. So I don't know, you know. Yeah, exactly, Ronnie. Super edit. You know, again, how easy is it to add these types of VFX back in these times versus today, where I could download like an app and it can add that type of stuff easily once you record the raw footage. But back then, I just don't know. And I always look at like means to get paid. You know, like, okay, my video goes viral, but how, you know, like, I know people can get paid for a viral video and all, but I don't know. It's fucked up.
Oh, that's a good point, Daniel. See, I forgot about that. And I remember that show. Stan Lee did a TV show with real superhumans. I want to go back and watch that a little bit. Gmail says there was a Chinese man in a flight this week saying he was stuck in a loop inside of a plane. He was saying that the plane was going to crash. Did the plane end up crashing? He was stuck in a loop? That's wild. Man, there's been some crazy stuff going on planes recently. But yeah, they're showing that this is the video that it was recorded with, so maybe a little bit harder to edit. And it's this person disappearing, and you're going to see that several times. So here's another one. And now what's interesting about when this guy disappears is this little flash that you see, and you're going to see that more often too. You're going to see that a few times. So here's this guy. Once again, he's got a hoodie on, riding his bike, not even looking up at all, looking straight down for some reason, it seems like. Then the flash happens.
The thing that makes me think that these videos in particular are fake is, like, number one, that edit right there. That's a mad, crazy overlay. Then number two, they look like they're in the middle of nowhere. So it's like, why would I be out there in the field just randomly recording a dude with a hoodie on and a bike and then happen to catch that? It's just, yeah. Like,
that's
why would I be filming?
Who is out there in the middle of nowhere filming a guy on a bike that closely? That's a good point.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you that one. But all right, let's look at the next one then. All right, so this one I've seen several times too. This is a CCTV security camera. I don't know if it's a glitch, but you see the guy walk through and you see the lights too. That's what makes me think it's not a glitch. Walks right through the doors.
It's kind of wild how the lights flicker inside the spot. I don't know how you pull that one off.
I don't know. That one's pretty good too. That one's been around for a while, and you can see the guy that was sitting down. I think he noticed.
The bum was like, "Yo, what the hell?
Yeah.
Ain't no door open, fam."
He got a story to tell, and then he goes back in. So I don't know. Ronnie says still fake. Ronnie is not convinced yet. Give me time. It's not over, Ronnie. I got more for you. All right. This next one. Let's check this out. This one's a famous one. I think this one, I guess, is edited. You guys have probably seen this before. It went viral for a while.
This is good.
It's a semi just going down the road. He swerves, and then a person just pops up out of nowhere. See if they show it again. I'm assuming they will. And it seems like that guy's freaking out too, so it wasn't an edit. If the guy pulled over and freaked out a little,
and the truck driver pulled over. Like, what the?
Yeah. Let's take another look. Bruin says there's fake. What about this one, Bruin? Where'd he come from? And he's just chilling too, walking off, not even worried about it. Who's that guy?
And the truck driver swerved for a reason. I mean, he must have appeared out of nowhere, at least at the last second, because why wouldn't nobody else see the person in the middle of the highway?
I don't know. I feel like I just seen where he was stepping on.
And it's wild. Like, how do you just emerge from under it or whatever? Like, that's wild.
Yeah, very wild. It kind of looks like you can see somebody right there stepping out. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like
right there. You right there. Yep.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah, Ronnie Lido said that too.
Okay, that dude was just crazy. Walked out in the middle of the road for some reason. Yeah, I've seen this one too. Let me back it up a little. Guess it's just more CCTV footage.
Yeah, I don't trust it, even though it's CCTV, man. I don't know why. I don't trust it.
What was that? So is that the whole thing? Something just flew down and flew back up? Oh, and they're all freaking out though.
I know.
I mean, that's kind of helps with the story there.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was like an angel came down and went back up. Is that one fake, y'all? I don't know. I don't. That one was pretty good.
That's wild.
That was wild. All right, I think this is the teleporter again. Is this where he saves the guy on the bike? This is like the first one I saw, if it is. Yep. Boom. That's the first one I saw. I was like, what? So it's like this dude going across the road with his bike, and he's about to get hit, and then this guy pops out. I mean, he has to either be in on the trick, which he might be.
Right.
But if not...
A damn good actor.
Yeah. Shoosh. Brendan Z is not feeling it. Bro, I think that's real right there. I think it's really happened. Look, this dude's about to get hit by a car, then his guardian angel, or there's just this teleport guy. He's got a hoodie on like always. His hands are glowing once again, and he saves the day. You gotta give him some love there. He saved the day. All right, let's go to the next one. And once again, it's just another one that's kind of like the bike guy.
It looks like the same woods.
It's the same edit, I guess.
It's the same woods and the same effect. How cheap could you be? At least try to use a different effect. Scroll.
The first one went viral, so he was like, I'm doing it again. Switch it up.
Nah, man, we gotta go to the third phase of Moon, baby. That last video they just dropped.
Oh, yeah.
You might have to mute their commentary, but man, a lot of HD, new videos going viral, people in other countries capturing some crazy UFOs, UAPs, whatever you want to call them, man.
I think the one I have pulled up is the third phase of Moon one. I don't know if it's this most recent one. We're going to get to that one last and go over some more UFO videos at the end. This is another one where apparently it's a teleporter. However, here's what I think happened here. I think there's a guy on a bike just sitting here, and I think it's an optical illusion. Watch. See, he just pops up out of nowhere. I think he was like turned right. I'm sorry. He was turned right there on his back, and you just couldn't.
That's why the video doesn't start like too much beforehand, maybe.
Right, that's true too. Yeah, I think that's an optical illusion, but I could be wrong. All right, so that's just a few examples. There are plenty of examples out there. All right, this one's gonna blow your mind, y'all. Watch this. Tell me. All right. Ronnie Lido in particular, watch
this. Bizarre footage seems to show a young girl appearing out of nowhere.
Here's this lady.
The video begins as a woman is seen walking alone outside.
Okay.
She stops and extends her hand as if she's reaching for something. At first her movement seems unclear as there's nothing there. Then suddenly a small girl appears by her side.
Where'd she come from? How'd that happen?
The woman doesn't seem fazed at all, remaining calm as the young girl begins to walk in front of her.
Man, it wasn't like she was in front of her.
If you watch the video closely, it looks as though the woman is actually expecting the little girl to appear, almost as if she's summoning her.
Oh, what's going on?
Oh, it is kind of like she's summoning her.
The woman's calm reaction also suggests that this may not be the first time this has happened. So what do you think this video shows? Does this little girl really possess the ability to teleport? Or is it actually the woman that can make people appear? Let me know what you think in the comments section below.
All right, there's some other good ones on here. I want to make sure we get to the good ones and not the dumb ones.
She seemingly begins to display skills similar to that of a superhero.
Yeah, this one, like a
The
halo.
woman is dressed
pops
with
up on
her
this
hood
lady's
up
head.
and hands in her pockets as if she's trying to remain
I don't think this is
unnoticed.
edited, honestly.
However, her efforts are unsuccessful, as an odd glowing circle similar to a halo suddenly
And watch
appears
people
above
react.
her head.
What?
If you
And
watch
they're reacting
closely,
to
you
it
can
too.
see that the person to the right of screen seems to immediately notice the strange light.
What
The
the?
camera holder appears to see it too and turns to follow the woman.
What do you think about that one, Dr. Strange? Could it possibly be a real video?
This is the video I came across when I first saw those first teleporting, the first people teleporting with the hoodies on.
Yep. She's got that
See
hoodie
how
on
they
too.
put it away and they got the hoodie too.
Yep.
And then she has an angel or bird or something in the back of her hoodie.
Mhm.
And when she gets to the edge of the dock, the thing comes off her hoodie.
Oh, wow.
And she flies across. She turns into it and flies across the water. You see the beam of light going across the water?
I didn't even see that
So
part.
that was, yeah, that's kind of wild. I mean, like I said, man, it looks like an effect and all of that. It's just, well, poorly done at the same time, I guess. If it's fake, I don't know what the hell's going on.
I know
All I know is I
argu-
can't pull this stuff off. All I know is I can't do it, and I got plenty of guys that are nice with CGI and all that, and they're not doing this stuff. So if it's so easy, I want to see somebody in the chat make it happen then.
And
Since
the
it's so
argument
easy.
is always that it's like viral marketing. But how can it be viral marketing if you never know what they're marketing?
Right. They're not advertising nothing. These are just clips.
That's what I'm saying.
So I don't know what they have to gain by putting in hours and hours of work. But,
All right, there's a couple other ones on here that I thought were really good. I don't think that one is it. That's the Pike one again. But this is the one with another teleportation.
People going about their day, moving quickly back and forth across the small section of street that the camera shows.
we run.
Over the 30 seconds of video, only a few people cross in front of the camera. However, if you watch each person closely, one of them does something inexplicable. If you pay close attention to the street sign next to the white van in the bottom right corner, you'll notice that a man seems to appear out of thin air.
I'm watching. Where's he at? Boom. See? I'm saying that's like that
What
even looks
makes
like
his
a white dude
appearance so
in China.
strange is that, unlike the other people in the footage, this man doesn't enter from the edge of frame. He's suddenly just there.
Man, what's your explanation,
In
guys?
fact,
Ronnie
when he
Lido.
appears, it would seem he's already in mid-step,
kind of glitch is that?
as
It's
though
not
he's
editing,
been
it's the
walking across the
CCTV.
street normally. The man proceeds to step onto the curb, then quickens his pace,
And if you
almost
see how he
as if he's got
steps,
somewhere
watch how he
that
steps.
really
He's not
needs
even
to
really
be.
stepping on the curb. He's stepping like over an invisible line. Oh, there might be a
If you
rope
slow
there,
the
actually.
footage
There is
down,
rope,
you
sorry.
can clearly
Like those
see that the man
chains-
does
chains
indeed
falling
appear out
off.
of nowhere.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. Slapped ham in the house. Yeah, I like slapped
So
ham.
what do you think? Does this man really possess the ability to teleport at will? Or is there another explanation for his appearance? So,
I don't know what the other explanation would be. I personally don't know what the other explanation would be. All right, here's another video that Dr. Strange sent me this week that I thought was really interesting. Might have to actually refresh it to start it from the beginning. But this is a story I don't know much about, and I'm interested to hear about it. So let's listen to it real quick.
Civilization. The Shia,
I gotta refresh it with the...
how ancient Africa seeded the Chinese civilization. The Shia, the Shang, and the Zhou dynasty are the three main founding dynasties in China. The Zhou dynasty was the first to have been founded by Mongoloid people. Starting in 1900 BC, the first two dynasties were said to have been led by and peopled by a group who came from the west and was described as having black skin and woolly hair. They were called the Naki. Na means black and Ki means man. Black men. And they carried all the hallmarks of Egyptian civilization. These black men from the west introduced to China agriculture technique, cooking, writing system, building techniques, pyramid building, religion, system of government, and the underpinning of Chinese philosophy. But the evidence doesn't stop there. Watch the full video to see how ancient Africa seeded the Chinese.
It's really interesting to me because I've always heard that the original face, the way it was structured on the Sphinx, seems like it's like somebody from South Africa, not like the Egyptian people. They didn't have the same face structure and stuff. So, Dr. Strange, can you tell us a little bit more about this? Because this is the first I've kind of heard about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's what it is, man. There's been a lot of evidence out there. You just got to keep going back and back and back and not be afraid to dive into Africa. And you'll find the roots of everything you need, it's seed of humanity. And They spread across the planet for the Pangea, so we're everywhere, you know? I mean, there was another video I didn't send you of people in Africa doing martial arts, you know, and it's documented for years, you know. I could show you samurais that live up in the mountains. They're like the top of the top upper echelon. Like when it's time for you to really get qualified, first of all, you got to make it to the top of this crazy mountain. And the people that have, they said the main man that comes out from the back is a black dude with a gray afro that's going straight up to the ceiling. So, you know, they keep most dark-skinned people marginalized in countries that try to present a more lighter-skinned presentation. So whether you're talking Cuba, Brazil, wherever, they marginalize the black people to the mountains, the outskirts, and keep everybody separated to perpetuate, you know, ethnic cleansing of sorts.
Yeah, you saw it in their art too, their ancient art. It was like a light skin fighting against dark skin, so it's there in their history. Let's see. C-Spill says you need some multiple angles. Yeah, that's how you should be. Always be skeptical for sure. Brendan Z says y'all know NASA bought the Great Pyramids in Giza. What? They bought them? Tourists can't even go on tours inside anymore. No, I did not know that. All right, somebody suggested this. Pokey suggested this one. I'm interested. Not sure what it is. Let's check it out.
To Brendan, real quick. I have a friend that's literally in Giza right now.
Oops.
I don't know where you heard that, but they just sent me their pictures from inside the pyramids.
That'd be messed up if NASA
But
did
they
that.
are a pretty powerful person at the same time, and they're involved with a lot of like events and stuff like that. So I don't know. It could be an exception being made for them at the same time. I'm not sure, but that's interesting.
I don't think NASA has that big of a budget, so it must be some under the table type stuff. But all right, let's check out this video. It's called Terrifying Ghost at a WWF event in 1991. I'm wondering if I've seen this before. We're about to find out. See what this is. Look at the bizarre entity moving left to right. I think I have seen this through the crowd.
Corner against a number of adversaries and interactive
So do you think that is, I mean, it looks like it's translucent.
What the hell?
Yeah, it looks like you can see through it. Or is it just a kid running really fast?
Adversaries and interactive.
I mean, it does kind of look like it could be a kid, but again, is it
It has almost a
translucent?
translucent look to it.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I can see. I want to look when he goes past the yellow shirt and see if I can see through him. I mean, you can kind of see through it. It says the old camera glare. I remember seeing this a long time ago too. Forgot all about it. Yeah, that's a tough one. Some would say it's just an old camera, but to me, I'd say it looks a little bit like it's translucent. All right, Ronnie Lido, this is a good one right here. I'm tell you right now that it's either real and true or some super awesome editing. So let me get your explanation on this ghost video.
This viral video was shared by multiple social media accounts on the internet, but none of them mentioned the original source. The video shows a man inspecting an old abandoned bus somewhere in the rural countryside of Japan. Of course, as you might expect, things take a terrifying turn.
Broad daylight too. Look like a ghost
Snap back real
girl.
quick, just to that little clip.
A man inspecting an old abandoned bus somewhere in the rural countryside of Japan. Of course, as you might expect, things take a terrifying turn.
That ghost is scary looking too. It's like a little emo kid ghost. They're in Japan.
I didn't see it.
Watching the window, watching the window. Ooh, I don't know. That's a bit scary. Gives me the chills. I got a little chills on that. Either real or some really good, some really awesome editing that I've never seen before that I can never do myself. So I don't know. You be the you decide for yourself. And we're gonna end up by going over one of these third phase of moon videos that came out recently. This one's from 3 days ago, so this is some newer footage or some rediscovered footage because this one looks a little old. But I've been skimming through it and it's got some really good videos in here, so we're gonna check this out. Brendan Z liked it. He said that was scary.
Alien bullshit. What is this?
Here's the first one.
Are they watching us?
Not a very believable reaction from the cameraman, but man, that looks ridiculous.
The videos continue to come in on a daily basis, and we're bringing it to you right now, live on Third Phase Moon. I got Brent Cousins with me and Apollo Asteria. We're going to be going over the incredible footage just in. Listen to this.
Shit. What is this?
All right, so that's the first one. We're gonna skim through them so we don't get taken off for watching other videos. But
no, we even have more footage coming in. Get some nighttime shots and daytime shots, but right now we even have more footage coming in at Third Phase, and something I can't explain at this moment. That's why we're sharing it with you right now.
Yeah, I can't explain what that is either.
Behind this little neighborhood, moving right from left, almost rotating. Listen up here. Brent, your thoughts. This is incredible footage coming in, and the light source, the luminance off whatever this is. I'm not seeing.
I see how it breaks away too. I don't know what that one could be. I mean, I'll have some type of explanation of what it could possibly be on that one. I'm lost.
Any kind of indication of where this light source is actually coming from here?
Yeah, Blake, I got this one today earlier, and this came in from Peru, and you can see it's a little village, and we see this magnet.
From Peru. All right, so this is some stuff we've been talking about before on the Strange Vault live streams, where sometimes they'll have these videos of the sun up close, and you'll see like what it looks like just a flare, a solar flare, but then if you look close enough, you'll see something like a circular object or something that looks like it's man-made or made by intelligent beings that's controlling it. And it's
the surface of the sun projecting some kind of
it's like
tentacle,
tethered,
but
you know,
what's the source of this energy consuming to a point in space there? You could almost see a sphere.
These are captured by our own
above
satellite.
What looks to be octopus
like
legs trying to harness energy from the sun.
And you see it all the time, like a lot. I've seen a lot of these.
What's going on here, Brett? What captures your interest there?
Everything about.
So you see it down here, and then you can see right there, if you look close enough, you can see a cutoff. If this was a solar flare, it would be going out like the rest of these, and it cuts off right there in a circular way, like it's something sucking it up, sucking up the energy from the sun.
Event that happens on the sun, and now we're capturing it. We just don't know
what kind of
what's happening there. You see this dark mass, and we've seen numerous of photos like this for.
Big A says it's not even difficult editing it. No, if there's a cut there, whenever we're looking at that ghost one, you'd just have to cut it the perfect spot. I guess it's not difficult, but you know, it's Strange Vault. We like to speculate on what could be. All right, so they went over this one deep, and like I say, this kind of stuff happens many times, and it's pretty, I don't want to say convincing, but it's hard to explain.
Absolutely. I mean, this is, I forget what it's called, the satellite, or the system of, you know, things that work together to capture this stuff. But this is owned by NASA, and it's not always capturing these things. And you can pull it up live and watch it all day, just like you can watch a NASA feed, I guess. But
all right, let's check out this video that was suggested in the chat by Brendan Z. He says just to type in this date and look for a short that has 700K views. Ooh, I think it's this one right here. All right, let's check it out.
When there's nothing holding you back.
If you guys want to get some Wix, that's, here you go, Wix.com. There you go. Here we go. I always feel like UFOs are disguising themselves as clouds. So when I see something strange,
I love this one, man.
Have you seen this?
I love this one. It's filmed in Philly right here.
It says 3 weeks ago, so it's recent.
Is it?
Yeah, the date is June 23rd, 2023.
Crap. All right, so if that's the case, then I'm starting to believe what I've seen in one of these other comments, because I've seen this same thing filmed in Philly multiple times, and I believe it'll have like sparkles in it and take angles and weird turns. I don't know. That's weird that this is only posted that soon. But there's people that are saying there's some plant near the area that produces some weird like chemical stuff that goes in the air, and then it collects in the air and then it falls back down, and it looks like this. But see how it has like sparkles to it and all that? I don't know. This thing looked like controlled at one point as it's flying, and there's other ones. See what I mean? Like this thing's taking
like it's
banks.
A creature flying.
Right, like it's taking banks and turns, and then it flattens out, and I'm like, I don't know what cloud looks like it's on a determined path like that. Like
that ain't a cloud for sure. Either that, or like you said, it could be some plume of chemicals from some chemical plant. But you would think that it would eventually be falling to the ground. It's not falling to the ground. It's just. That's pretty interesting. Oh,
Yeah,
it might
it
be
looks like
falling.
it has intent on going somewhere. It doesn't look like it's just blowing in the wind, but
I couldn't tell at the end if it was falling to the ground or if it was still floating by. Let's see. No, so far I don't believe any of these videos. Not even one. All right, let's try another one. Here we go.
I have to say in the live premiere right now.
About this
this
one,
is interesting. This one's definitely interesting.
though. Huge mothership caught on video. There's something up there floating around. Oh, now that was an interesting movement.
Oh yeah, and this video is making rounds right now.
Yeah, July 3rd this year. See, it's one of those orbs again, those metal orbs that they filmed, that NASA filmed. Oh, now it's got a light. Just had a blinking light on it.
Saw that, right? It's gonna flash again, yeah. And then, yeah, they zoom in a little bit, I believe, on this one and break it down.
Man, yeah, those look a lot like what people keep seeing. NASA was even talking about them in a press conference. It's weird that it has like a light. It's almost like the type of light that passenger planes have.
The phenomenon, I guess.
All right, let's see what this is.
The benefit of
I
the
think that's
doubt.
the one
And
we
right
started
now,
off with. Yeah. So there's been some good new UFO videos that have been circulating on Twitter. We're always trying to keep our eyes on the newest content that's coming out, so we can share it with you on Strange Vault. And if there's any other videos you guys want to check out before we end the stream, just let us know. I know the one you pulled up, the WWE one, that was a good one. That cloud one we just checked out, another good one. A lot of times, and I was telling Doc Strange about this, you can just go and type in hashtag UAP, and you'll see some of the newest videos pop up there.
The latest third phase of Boom video definitely has some crazy stuff in that one too, man. Captioning third world country, as they call it. You know, once again, people with not so good phones still.
Right.
And yeah, it just seems to be a hot spot out there, man. Like, it's very weird.
There's definitely certain countries and even certain islands that seem to be hot spots.
Yeah.
All right, let's fast forward to the first one. Oh, I guess this one already started. My bad. All right, let's see what's happening here.
Watch this.
I mean, people want HD clear footage. Here you go. Here you go. I don't know what the hell that is.
I'm seeing there's something in the sky moving
I know
at a
that first
rapid rate of
UFO video
speed,
in Miami
and right
was
now
really clear,
we have
too.
no explanation.
It was like,
guys, I want to get your comments.
It is
We've got a
interesting.
lot of stuff
that one
all
like had
over
some
tonight.
sparks come out of it.
The
It
UFO
looks like it
evidence is
evaporated.
strong. And right now,
All right, let's get to the next one.
Again, I have no idea, but we're looking at something right now. More information coming in from around the world. Watch this.
yeah, this is very interesting. Yeah, I think this might be ball lightning. I'm not sure, but you could even see as it starts getting over this this house here, you could see the colors change on the camera that's catching it.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's casting a light on the building per se, but the camera's
Confirmation
reacting
of the
to it.
phenomenon once again captured on
It's
the
interesting.
security cam. The motion
Yeah, I've seen
tracker
some ball lightning videos. They don't
notices
seem like they're
something
that
in the
big,
night
and usually
sky,
they're just hovering
tracks
above
on
the
it.
ground.
Right now we're looking at it
Right.
for the first time right here at third phase.
Totally agree, bro.
What's going on here?
Saw the
At
one on
first
the
I
train
thought it could have
tracks,
been a
right?
helicopter
That was a
rising
good
up.
one
But
too.
Yeah.
All right, here's the next one. Let me back up a little bit. Make sure we're not
got
missing
more
anything.
videos for you. So let's
This
just
is
roll
really
the next
good.
one,
Like,
guys. Take
this
a
is crazy
close
right
look
here.
at this.
I saw the just the raw video going around before they covered it, so I was kind of glad they did, because they zoomed in a bit and stuff like that. This is wild right here. This is again some third world country, Colombia or somewhere. Pretty good camera.
Trying to make sure I don't see anything attached. See if they move around at all. It looks like they're
UFO?
like changing colors.
They are.
UFO.
He's saying UFO, UFO. Can't stand the music people add to these sometimes. True, but you always got to find unlicensed music.
Yeah.
That one's definitely moving. The one on the right.
Yeah,
for
when I
sure.
first saw it, it was just the raw footage. You hear birds chirping and stuff like that. There was no music. It's
Two
floating around up
vector-shaped
there.
craft just
Once
hovering
third phase
in the
covers
sky,
whatever
broad
videos they
daylight.
have there.
We're watching it
Playing
once
that.
again. At first, I thought we were looking at something manipulated.
Yeah, I got some
I was
explanations
thinking
there. I guess
CGI
drone would
right
be the
off
only
bat, but
possible
then
one.
The closer
besides
we look
legit
at this with
UFO.
the parallax,
At this point, with people like David Grush giving us all the information about what's really going on, the idea of UFOs isn't as far-fetched as it
What's your
used to be, in
thoughts
my
here?
opinion. They got a little
You know, what
close-up
comes to mind for me first when I look at this is projection mapping. I've seen a lot of that
Very
at
odd.
different festivals and different places around the world. It's kind of like a new technology that a lot of people are using, and it's really cool to see it on
real. You wouldn't want or
buildings
need
and
music. That's
things
not
are
true.
moving.
They always third phase of moon always does that.
But you know,
they
I
just
think
play
it
music on everything,
could
the
very
whole
well
stream.
be likely that
They have their
some
own rock
construction
band,
was
so
used with this.
Absolutely, we're rolling. This is in real time, guys, and we're sharing with you the next
Somebody in a
video
hot
coming
air
into
balloon.
third phase. Paraglider captures something. We shared this with you
It's
last
crazy
week.
too.
That's a strange looking
But right
thing.
now we have the extended footage, so we wanted to do some enhancements.
Reminds
Get a
me of those
closer look
old like videos
at
that they would
what's going
label
on
like
in
flying
real
humanoid.
time. Again,
And they'd be like,
the
oh, it's a
information
witch on
is
a
so
bat,
fast
you know,
and
on
liquid
a
at third phase
broom,
moon.
or some dude in some contraption
Buckle up
standing
time,
up.
guys.
You know,
What's going on
almost
here?
reminds me of
A
that.
humanoid?
It gets
Brent?
close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
again,
I can see it
we
almost
just
looks
got
like a
this,
humanoid,
the extended
Aladdin
version, so we
something.
said, let's just drop it. Actually, it's a better quality than what we did
Hopefully they pause it
a
at that
couple
one
weeks
spot
ago
where you
when
can
this
see it.
came out on third phase of moon for the first time. Again, you can just see this thing kind of like moving away. Is this thing actually? It looks like it almost has
wild.
propulsion.
All right, let's move on to the next
right
one. They
there.
don't act-
Here's another
Well, here
close
you
up
go.
as it
Zooms up a
comes
little
in.
bit.
And we get to see,
Yeah, see how it
some
kind of
good
looks like it's a
detail
guy
as it
on a thing?
approaches this,
What if it's they're looking
paraglider.
out onto the
Here it
ocean and
comes.
it's a guy on a jet ski?
Again,
Well, I mean, they look
there,
down
it
and you
has
can
this
see
unique
the
shape.
land,
Balloons don't
everything
really
below.
stay horizontal,
Yeah,
so
look
this
like
is kind of
clouds anyway.
interesting too. At the
That's
same
a very
time,
weird,
did
a
you
weird,
notice that?
shape on that thing?
Yeah.
For it to be like a bird, anything. All right, let's check out the next one, y'all.
And
now artificial intelligence can generate.
Ronnie says, nope, it's the only movie that made me rethink that alien ships are biological and move that way because they aren't machines.
Great job capturing this.
Totally agree.
Yep, that's why we're sharing it with you. We're sharing it with the public and wanting
All right,
to
let's
get
see
your
the next
opinions.
one.
And there are UFOs that have been archived
Maybe.
in the past. The vintage videos, the VHSs, there's so much technology
switch.
that is yet to be revealed due to the fact that people were out there with their VHS cameras capturing the UFO phenomenon. So
That's true.
I'm
People
gonna share
probably have
with you
VH
right now some
tapes of
incredible
UFOs that they
vintage footage
recorded
that
still
you
sitting
may
in their
have
home
never
collections.
seen in 1980s of something in the sky.
Here's one from the 1980s. Okay.
Never.
It's a good one. Really good.
I suppose it could be something extraterrestrial. Never.
I don't know what else it could be. All shiny just sitting
I
up there
suppose
in the
it could be
1980s.
something extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be just really arrogant
good
to
one.
think that we
This
were
is a good
completely
one.
alone in the universe. But at
Yeah,
the
you're
same time,
stabilizing
you know, I only filmed and saw what I saw.
Yeah. Yeah. Like he's not even saying
Well, to
that it
people
is,
who
but look
say
at
that
it.
it must
You
be
can
a
even see it
plane
rotating.
or something like
Oh
that.
my.
So you know, just take a long, hard look.
Oh, it's a good one.
They didn't have no drones back
Just doesn't
then, my
look like
friends, in
any of those
1980s.
Look how
And,
big it is, bro. You wouldn't even see
You know, I
it. If
can't
it was a
imagine
drone,
how
you wouldn't
anyone
even
could
see
think
it.
it was anything like
Yeah, it's
that.
hard to tell the size. That is a pretty
After
good one.
2 minutes or so,
I think it's very possible that someone very smart with a
it
lot of money
actually
How far away it
flew.
is, yeah.
What
How
I'm
long it
not
takes from
sure
the zoom
entirely, but
for
I
it to
think it
get
was
big.
right overhead.
And it's clouds
it
behind,
did
so
sort
it's
of
literally
turned
right
into
over
like
his
a
head.
black circle, and all I could see was just this kind of black
Jeff says
circle.
that black little thing was the UFO. I thought it was a black pepper
Where
on my
this
phone
object in the
screen.
middle of my
I mean,
windscreen
it's shiny,
that I was
bro.
driving straight towards.
Ronnie says, I just wish stuff would
I carried
happen
on
to
driving
me
for
so I
about
could
a
be
minute.
flabbergasted. And I'm glad you
And-
say that because I did want to
Yeah.
mention, since we were talking about ghosts, and I'm going to ask you, Dr. Strange, if you've ever had any paranormal experiences yourself. But me personally, I've never been a person that believed in ghosts growing up or anything. I was into UFOs quite a bit, but never into ghosts. I thought that was silly. However, there was this one night when I was a sophomore in college, and it was after partying, and I had been taking some drugs that night, some MDMA, and I know that you'll say, well, that's what led you to it, but however, that could have just made me more sensitive to it, because that night when I went to bed at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I lived in this super old house. It had a historic emblem on the front and everything. It had been around since the, I don't know, 1800s, and it used to be some type of place where people could rent the night on the top floor, and that's where I had my room at, in that top floor. The very, very top, it's almost like an attic on the third floor. And when I went to bed that night, I would sit down on my bed, and I laid down, and as I laid down, I looked up, and through the door, a little old lady, just like you would see in the movies, like almost translucent, like almost blue, and you could almost see through her, walked all the way into my room and sat down on my bed. And when she sat down on my bed, I sat up and like reached towards her, and she disappeared. I saw that myself with my own eyes, and ever since then I was like, maybe ghosts are a real thing. Doc Strange,
Right.
have you had anything paranormal happen to you?
Nah, only UFO sightings. That's it for me. And I've seen multiple. One thing that I saw that was not a metallic craft, but was in the air and not typical. I told that story on the Uncommon podcast with Ananu and D.
Right.
So check that out.
Yes, sir.
But other than that, yeah, most of the things I've seen, I was actually with other people, which I was really grateful for, because just people in general know, I'm into it, I believe it. But once I started seeing things, I was just like, oh man, with people already knowing I believe it, like, I don't want to be that guy, you know what I'm saying? So I was just grateful that damn near everything I've seen, I've had someone there with me, and they weren't believers either. So that made it even sweeter,
Yeah, 100%. And then you got somebody that you can actually relate the experience with, and you can talk to them about it, what they think they saw, and then you guys can come to the conclusion, was that something out of the ordinary? So I definitely think it's better to be having, when you have a sighting, to have friends with you. Bruin88 says, I believe in the Ouija board. I've heard a lot of stories about the Ouija board. I've even used the Ouija board. I'll tell you this, I'm never the person who's pushing the thing. But I don't know, the theory is somebody's pushing the thing, because we'll do the Ouija board and we'll ask it questions and it'll move around and everybody swears that they're not pushing it. And I know I'm not pushing it and it moves. That's all I know. Maybe they're capping. Maybe my friends are capping when we play Ouija board. I know some people say they do it. They sit around and hold hands with candles and don't even touch it and it moves. I don't think I've ever seen that happen personally, although that would be pretty mind-blowing for sure. Ronnie Lido says, I've met and talked to gods and traveled through time. Is that true? You got footage? Froey Comey says, I remember that story, Doctor Strange gave me goosebumps. See, Fro knows what you're talking about. Then he says, check out the Ghost Food Port Perry, Ontario, Canada. Ghost? All right, let me check it out. Food Port Terry. I know there was one ghost video. I haven't found it, but it's a lady like on the tracks, and you can see the ghost push her onto the railroad tracks. It's pretty wild. I'm about to find it for next week.
Oh, I seen that one, yo. It was like something grabbing her out of nowhere, and it just threw her on.
Man, it looked so real for sure.
There's been a couple like that. They were like in one video.
Ghost Foodport. Foodport?
Crazy. I seen one where a guy was in some spot. It was like a gym or something overnight, and yo, that thing straight up grabbed him, grabbed him by his leg and picked him up upside down, like how you shake somebody to see how much change they got in their pocket, yo.
I've seen
Let him go.
Like that. Yeah.
And he just straight up got up and ran out, yo. He was out of here.
Is this the one you're talking about, the 15-year-old video, Ghost Road? I think it is, Ontario. Yeah, Ghost Road. All right, let's check this out. It looks scary, not gonna lie. I guess it's somebody in Ontario, Perry, Ontario, driving down a road. Okay, it's going to the stop sign. What is this? I don't know what's happening, y'all. It was on Unsolved Mysteries. Ooh. Interesting. For real?
Yeah.
It look like a dude with a mask on. Is that not a guy?
Pretty much.
I mean, you can even... Alright, well, can't win them all. I don't know, maybe... It was on Unsolved Mysteries, so maybe it's better than I think. Alright, let's go to the next one. About right here. Oh, about right there. See what this guy's talking about.
Completely.
It's Kid Arcade. It did look like Kid Arcade.
Unlike anything else.
He wants that mask bad.
So we're looking at this. Once again,
Kid Arcade. It's that same one again.
Actually break this down. Computers, they existed, but editing software to...
There's not a lot of talking.
Made it. I made for 6 and...
Let's see. I haven't seen this one yet, so I'm not sure where to scroll through to. We'll check it out. We'll figure it out.
All right. Yeah. All right, so what's going on here? I think I see something behind you here. This looks very interesting. Is this the spot? I mean,
it's walking around someplace in Hawaii he stumbled upon.
Oh, this is Blake himself from Third Phase of Moon. He's just showing off his hot girlfriend and his cool vacation spot.
He's a new addition to the team.
That's not paranormal,
supposedly.
sir.
No.
That's very normal. That's what happens when you have 800,000 subscribers. Let's go. Shout out to Third Phase of Moon. This is a great channel to follow, you guys. They actually commented on one of the UFO videos I made back in the day. I was like, let's go. And he was pretty small at the time, too. It was like over 10 years ago. But all right, if there's anything in particular you guys want to see on next week's Strange Vault, just let us know and we will check it out. We always try to come up with some type of theme for next week's show. I'm not sure what we're going to be talking about next week. But like I said, if you have any ideas, let either me or Dr. Strange know, and we'll try to look up some videos to talk about. Make sure you guys are checking out the Unreal podcast. Dr. Strange is on it. How many parts have they released so far, Doc? I've seen the first one.
Yeah, it's 2. The second one just came out a couple days ago, I think.
Yep. I know Adam did suggest that to me last time too, the Mandela effect. And I've always said I'm not much of a believer in the whole Mandela effect. However, I saw the newest one about Britney Spears having a microphone in her Hit Me Baby One More Time video. And I remember the microphone so much. And you can even see where other TV shows have parodied that, and they had the microphone too. But apparently she never had a microphone on in the video. So that's one example of Mandela effect. Dr. Strange, are you familiar with that, and do you believe in it?
She definitely had the microphone on for what I remember. And yeah, I actually do believe in it because, there are things that I was noticing in general before I even heard of a Mandela effect or whatever. And it was like just little stuff that me and my friends would bring up. Like we play a game like, do you remember all the old stores that used to be around in Long Island and New York, A&S, Strauss and Cheap John's, Crazy Eddie's. We bring up all this stuff. And, that would sometimes lean into, stuff we used to eat as kids or whatever, or little stories and comics or whatever. And, Berenstein Bears would come up. Oscar Mayer would come up. And then somebody would be like, yo, like the spelling is different. Da, da, da. And then that's what led down the rabbit hole. And then I realized it was a whole thing with a title to it known as the Mandela effect. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, the Berenstein Bears one was the first one that I heard, and that one, it hit me because I remember being the original too, the one that they say that it got changed. So that might be a good rabbit hole to go down to. I know Adam's interested in it. Big A brought up another good one. Darth Vader really never said, Luke, I am your father. That's part of the Mandela effect right there. Everybody remembers that, but he actually said something different completely. All right, guys, wow. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us for Strange Vault. Shout out to Dr. Strange for providing some cool videos for us to check out and for co-hosting with me. Appreciate you, bro. And he's going to be having some more streams on his channel soon, so make sure you're subscribed to his YouTube channel. The link is in the description below. Check out his Stacking or Slacking on before the comic drops on VV because they're very informative. All right, guys, appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next week, next Wednesday on the next Strange Vault. Later, homies.
Later.